Good morning to all of you. Your periodic test 1 is over now. I hope you all have scored well in that exam. And now you must focus on your half-yearly examinations. Most probably the way of conduction of exam will be the same way, or it can be a partial arrangement, like some part will be in Google Forms or some in this GC, that is Google Classroom. I hope you all have acquainted with the rules and regulations with Google Classroom by now. And still I noticed that few of the students had sent their JPEG, means image formats, to the teachers. You know, it's very difficult to correct those papers if you have sent in this format. So learn it as soon as possible to create PDFs. And if you have more than one pages in your assignment or the answer sheet, try to merge it in a single file. Few students were there, like if they had 4 pages, they had sent 4 different PDFs. It's difficult to correct those papers because we have to count the marks also, and if you are sending in that way, there can be some mistakes in your total or something like that. So by now I think you all have learned it, how to do it. So let's start with today's class. Okay, so today also I'm going to start with HTML forms. Very interesting topic. Many controls till now we have completed. And the last control today which we are going to do is a select box, a combo box, or a drop down box. All these 3 names are of a single input control. Okay, so there are different ways to create it and to show the the look of this control on the form. So we will discuss all these options here. So let's start with it. So this select box or a select list control is used when you have so many options and you have to choose. A scroll bar will be shown and you have to choose only one option in the given options available there. Like when you go for admissions in standard 11, you have different streams in the schools available, like you have science, commerce, humanities, so many are there, and you want to go with only one. Then suppose you are choosing one of the streams, then there are options in your subjects also. Like in our school, you can choose economics, then IP, then CS. So any one of these options can be selected. There are options like we can go for any 2 options also, like PHE and IP, both I have to select, not more than 2. So in this case, you can take help of select box, combo box, select list control, and drop down box. All these are the names of a single control. So don't get confused if a question comes, what do you understand by select box? What do you understand by a combo box? And other than this, if they have given this name, that what do you understand by a drop down box? So you don't need to confuse among these given options. All are same. So now we'll discuss about the control, means the syntax of this. What do you have to do? Basically, this control is created with 2 tags, and this tag will come under which container tag? Form tag. Form tag you will start, you will close, and inside that select control will be there. Select is also a container tag, and inside select, all the options which you want to display there will be created with the help of option tag, and option tag is again a container tag. So the structure will look like this. You will start with select. Name of the control is must, because when your data will get submitted, when it will be given to the server or any other another form where you want to submit it, by this name only your control will be identified. So this is must. Few more controls are there which we will discuss one by one. Another one is inside this. This is I haven't closed it. After option select will also be closed, and inside, I was giving one example of different streams. So you can have the first option value equals to science, and then the value which you need to display there. Here this value again is very important, because value is the name of the option which will be given to the server. One example I'll show with which it will be more clearer to you. Next is the example which I was talking about. Here see select form tag you will start, you will close it. Always try to maintain a tree like structure so that you will come to know which tag is part of which tag. Here form is the parent tag, and inside that I have used select. and I have created one button submit, because submit button most of the forms it requires. You can create a reset button also, that sometimes more than one person is using the same form and you are going to change the values according to the person. Okay, so you can start from scratch for the another person. So inside select we have option. Okay, so here I have given the name stream to this control box, and inside this I have three options. So three option tags will be used, and these three option tags will be closed also. Option, first value science, second one is commerce, third one is humanities. And what will be the names displayed? It will be written inside option tag on and option tag off. This will be the display name, how it will be displayed in the control. Here one more attribute I have used here of option, that is selected. It is not having any value. It will be directly written selected. Like when you will execute it on the form, which of the given options should be selected by default. So in my case, commerce will be selected by default. That's for that only it has been used. Now how will it look on the screen? Just see, here I am giving on top, please select more than one day of the week. So here if you can select, if you have given this option to select more than one, you'll have to use control key and then only you can choose another option. But by default only one option is getting selected. But if you have given the multiple option selection, then you will be using control and click to select it. Okay, this also I will tell in the further segment how to use it. Next is the attributes of select. As I told, more attributes are there. In the given example, we had used name attribute only. So other than that, we have size. Size is the attribute which will enable how many values have, like we had three values. When you will execute the form, how many things should be, whether all the values should be displayed on the screen or only one value, and when you will click on the scroll down button, all the options will be shown there. If you are giving the size button, then a scroll bar will be added just next to the control so that you can scroll it down to see all the options given. Last one is multiple. As I told, if you want to enable this option that user should be able to select more than one option, then you will be using this multiple. And multiple is not having any value, as we were using that selected one. Same way, inside that select control you mention multiple, then the user will be able to select more than one option using control key on the keyboard. Next we have attributes of options. Here we used value, which I had told that this is the value when you select any option will be given to the server. Selected means by default which value you want to be shown on the screen, and label is another way of showing, alternative way to label your option on the screen. So next form submission we are going to discuss. Here we have already discussed this part in the beginning of the chapter, but since in your book it is given again, so I thought of refreshing this topic, because every control will be started with form tag only and all the attributes you must know. So I am going to repeat it again. Form is basically having two attributes, means the mandatory attributes are two. First one is your action and second one is method. And here I am going to talk about method attribute. Method attribute can have three values: get, post and form. I am now going to discuss all these attributes in detail. Okay, so I was talking about form submission. Form submission is an important topic because when you will click on submit button where your data is getting submitted, here we are using form two attributes, as I have already told. Two mandatory attributes of form are there, method and action. So method attribute is having three important values. First one is get, second one is post and third one is form. So how these three will be used, I am showing you. Here in method equals to post I have given, and action equals to any email ID you have mentioned with the help of mail to. So here what will happen, your data will be more secured and it will be sent to the email box which you have mentioned there. Here in this case I have mentioned abc@gmail.com. When it will be executed, how the screen will look, I will show in the practical example. Okay, next one we had used any email ID we had mentioned there, and method was get. Same way it will also be executed, but in this case your browser will open, not that in that subject or compose box will not open. Your email box will open where the data will be appended there. Okay, and here data is not secured. Okay, Next one, if you have any scripting language, then also it can be mentioned in the action part, and the method part will be get. Here when you will click on the submit button, the corresponding scripting language or the program which you have specified there in the action part, the scripting program or the URL of that program can be specified, and that program will be executed. This example I won't be showing because this scripting languages I haven't taught you, and it will be difficult for you to understand. CGI is your common gateway interface. That type of scripting language, like we have Java scripting language, we have VB scripting language. So many are there. If you want to learn one or two examples, I'll show, but it's not like it will not come in exams also. But you must know that we can also mention the scripting part in this form tag. So let's start with the practical example now, practical session. So let's start with the practical session now. For this, I'm going to write this your HTML basic structure. You all are knowing it, HTML. I'm not going to use head, title and all. Directly I'm using this body tag. I'm sending the BG color also so that it will be more clearly visible to you. And inside that I'm going to use form tag. The first part is action equals to, I'm giving here mail to abc@gmail.com. This I'm giving the first type. Okay, so you will understand how it works. Then method equals to post. After this, we will be writing inside this select. Then what was the attribute? Name. I'm giving here stream, and then inside this all the options. First option, and then value. Value equals to first one I'm giving signs. Then here inside the closing tag, what value should be displayed there? Signs only. And option closed. Same way all other options can be created, so I'm just copying it so that it will be done at a faster rate. Here just paste it, and value for the second one I'm giving commerce, and I want this one to be selected by default. So just inside after value attribute, give one space and write there selected. Okay, that's all. It is not having any value, we need to write only selected. Then the third one, humanities, I'm going to give. So same thing I'm pasting. I'll just update it, signs to humanities. And here in this one, the display name humanities. In the top one also we have to give commerce. That's all. Now you close selected, select, which you had started, select, and outside that which tag we have? Form. So form will also be closed, and after that which tag? Body tag will be closed, and after that the final one, HTML. Now save it on, I'm just saving it on the desktop. Save as, it's a select one, so I'm giving the name select.html, and on desktop only I'm saving it. Desktop, just minimize it. So many things I have opened. Now this one, open it directly. You can see here only commerce is displayed. When I click on this, all the values will be, and by default we had written in front of commerce, this one selected, that's a submit button we haven't created. So how will submit? We need to create that submit button. That will be inside your form just after select. So here how to create submit button? Input type equals to submit, and value equals to submit. If you remember, this was the code, submit, and then save it, file, save. Now refresh your page which you had created, refresh. Now submit button is there. Now see the values. Okay. Another thing, I want that scroll bar to be added instead of this drop down box. So what you have to do, in this part only, you just write there the attribute size. Okay, size equals to how many values you want. We have only 3 values. I want two values to be displayed. So I'm writing here size equals to 2. Now save it and execute it. By refreshing it, you can see, refresh this value. You can see 2 values, and out of that, commerce is selected by default. And you can see here that scroll bar is added. If I want to choose more than one value, can I do it? Press Control key and then try to click on any. No, we cannot. But if you want to select more than one option, what you can do, in the select this one, you add multiple, and I'm making the size 3 so that all the 3 values will be shown there. Okay, and now save it and just see in the this by changing all the 3 values are shown there. And now press Control key and try to select signs also. Now 2 values are getting selected. So all the 3 attributes of select we have used, your name, then size for adding the scrolling effect to the control, and last one we have used your multiple attribute which is not having any value. If you want to select more than one option, you have to use this one. Okay, now we had used that mail to option. Just submit here and see the effect. Now it will ask you that it is going to use the email. Yeah. For this you need to be connected to internet, then only it will work. Okay. And now see the Outlook, which I told that by default you can see ABC@ here, and this value will be shown there. Okay. So that's all for this. Next one, by changing the value, only mail to you remove here, and abc@gmail.com, and here you will give the value get. Now see the effect, file, save and refresh it, select any one value, submit. Now see what will happen. We don't have that email ID, that's why it's not showing. You can give your own email ID also. Suppose I'm giving here my email ID. Let's see it works or not. @gmail.com. If it works, then it's good. File and then save and then refresh your data, select the data and then submit. Now again it came. If you want to send the data to your email, now it will be coming the same thing. Let me see whether I had saved it or not. Method equals to get, but this time file, sorry, here we had to, not the email ID. Email ID can be specified with that only. Here the browser address we had to, browser. So www.gmail.com, and just see the save and then refresh it. Now submit the data. Okay, I think the data is not getting submitted there, means not saved there. Okay, so you can try it once in your system also and give me the update how much you could do. And in next class we will create a final form which will show the use of all the attributes. What attributes we have done? Your text box, your text area, check boxes, radio buttons, the select box control. So all you need to practice once, so that everything in the final class you people can also understand in a proper way. So thank you and have a nice day.